Traitor in the White House, traitors in the halls of Congress, and we're here to break it down for you. Hi, and welcome to Street Fight Politics. I'm Jimmy Zuma. My co-hosts are Ed Westerfield and Harry Ramsbottom. So let's get to it, brothers. We had a coup. I didn't see that coming. You know, I have underestimated this the whole time while you guys have been more on point. We had a coup.
Well, I think it was aspirational that you hoped it wouldn't happen.
I've just seen these things overestimated so much that I made the mistake of thinking this would be overestimated. But this was an actual coup, an actual act of sedition, and it changes everything. I mean, these people are forever traitors. They're not Americans. You're either an American or a traitor. You have to decide.
You know, I think looking at it, I mean, all of this was not even telegraphed. It was just out in the open with all the planning. You know, we've listened for 4 years, I'm sure you guys have had the same thing. You know, I can't, lost count of the guys telling me they were going to come find me and beat my ass for some comment I made, online. You know, this was just more keyboard warrior stuff. And it turns out that, no, this was actual real planning. You know, I think a lot of the people that actually broached the Capitol, it was, it almost had like senior ditch day type dynamics. But there was a cadre that was part of the people that broke in, that they were trained, they had a plan. You know, they were there to take hostages and kill them just by the dent of, good fortune and luck that didn't happen.
This was certainly not planned as a whole, but it was, when you look at the organization on the ground as they were breaking through, people looking for specific offices, people knowing where to go, there was some planning, there were some plotters. I think they were just all surprised by the fact that the president said, march on the Capitol, and I'll go with you. And I think that was the really missing element there.
Somebody, either from the Capitol Police or from, some other insider source, maybe it was the Capitol janitor, directed them to that location. And we have some instances where it looked like the Capitol Police were aiding them. A couple of those people have already been put on suspension, and I think we're going to see probably a dozen or so firings, if not criminal charges, for some of these employees of the Capitol Police. Are the only ones we can clearly identify, but there were probably lots of other people who could have been sympathetic and directed these people to places where they could do harm and murder. Luckily, none of the elected officials were in their private offices, but those offices were desecrated, and people were at risk. People were at risk. If you don't believe this is an act of sedition, you're not paying attention. If you don't believe Trump's intent was to overthrow our democracy and replace it with his dictatorship, you're not paying attention. And if you don't believe our job for the rest of our lives is to obliterate these traitors from the face of the earth, then you're not paying attention.